University or college has to be the fakest place on earth. I mean, it can't be real, right? I mean, the the people there, I've never had a good experience at university, and I've been going there for a year now. I've never had a good experience with a teacher. I've never had a good experience with a classmate at a tutorial, a lab, or whatever. And I'm not just even speaking about people. I just mean the overall experience of university is the fakest shit ever. It's so bland and just monotonous. Nothing. It feels like I'm getting nothing out of it. And I'm sure everyone has experienced that feeling once they go to school, unless you're so ambitious about school. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that school has the fakest people I've ever met. People go to school and then they'd be on their little Instagrams. Oh, I'm so locked in for school. I'm so locked in for my exams and my tests and whatever bullshit that they got going on in school. And then the next day they'd be asking you for notes in class because they decided to skip it for a party or whatever, or they're asking you for notes because they're sick and they live on campus. Like, why would you buy a house if you're not going to go to school, or buy an apartment or whatever? You literally have it easier than everyone else. And I mean, I've never asked anyone for notes because I don't give a fuck about school at all. But people have asked me for notes and I never even spoke to them in class. And it's just like there's no shot you're telling us that you're so ambitious about school and you're so locked in and you're so confident that you're going to get this dream job from school, and you can't even get your own notes. You can't even get your own notes, and you can't even show up to class. Like, isn't that the foundation for like a good like mindset, is being able to show up and get what you need from your by yourself, aka your notes, instead of having to ask other people. And I get if you're actually sick and like you can't move and go to class, then I get it. I mean, you definitely can have some friends in class, but I have had no friends in class. I don't even have one friend at my university at all. I swear to God, I haven't even spoke. I don't even know my teachers' names because I'm just like, I know it sounds very cliche, very corny, but I can just see through the lines. It's just like I'll read between the lines. It's so simple. The people there are all fake. The professor doesn't give a shit about you, so why would I even care about knowing his name? The people there are just like all the students. They're saying, "Oh yeah, I'm so locked in," and then they're always at a party. Why are you partying? What the fuck is the point of partying? Why are you at a party? Yo, let's go party, bro. Let's go party. It's Saturday night, bro. School's done. Let's go party instead of studying for my exams that are not gonna get me anywhere anyway. Like, bro, these exams are just giant stress balls that are appearing in different parts of your head and just clogging your neural pathways. I don't know anything about neurology or whatever that is, but you know what I mean. Having all this stress about exams, and you're saying you're all locked in and you've got it all under control, but you don't have your own like foundation right. You don't even have what you need. You'd rather be at a party than study. And it's like, bro, trying to make friends. Another thing, another thing at university is with my experience is that trying to make friends, I didn't even try to make many friends. I tried to make one friend, and I just ended up realizing that he was just like the rest of them. He just wanted to go party at school and do get get shit faced at some random house that he doesn't even know, some random party with people he doesn't know. And one time he asked me to come along with him. I'm like, I'm not going to a party. I just can't be in that environment. It's just like, it's with everyone that I don't want to be with. It's with people that I don't want to be surrounded by. The people that are so called, locked in and getting everything right for school and, getting their dream job. These are ambitionless, soulless people that are just doing on this hedonistic treadmill, if you will. They're just, they think that going to school will get them happy, but what they're doing what's making them happy right now is going to a party. Like, why would I want to be around people like that? And just overall, just trying to make friends at university is just such a shit experience, because you start to realize over time that you and that person that you're trying to be friends with have nothing in common. You don't share anything in common. You don't get along on things that do matter. You don't share the same mindset, the same vision. And overall, it's just like, the difference between high school and, like middle school and high school compared to university and college is that in high school and middle school, everyone's there for the same reason. They're not there to get a job. They're just there to get their grades and get over with their little courses. And in university, people are all over the place going for different routes, which means that you'll never be able to truly find someone that is on the same path as you. And obviously that's a good thing, because it starts allowing people for their, free will and their own choice of what they want to do. But the thing about making friends in that time frame is that you never know who's actually on your side. Like, who will really be on your side when it's all over. When the university is done, you don't know who's going to be on your side. In high school, you set a solid foundation with your friends. You know your group, you know your friends, the people that you want to be around. And it's hard to stick around with them after high school, because things get complicated, obviously. But at least in high school, you have a general idea of the people that you want to be surrounded with for the rest of your life. The people that are chill, the people that make you laugh, the people that you know buy you things, get you stuff, go to your birthday parties or whatever. you know everyone in high school has the same goal. Everyone is just trying to get it over with. Everyone's just trying to get through school, get their grades, and fuck off. But in university, people are just they're so hard to predict. You never know what they're going through with their girlfriend, or what their exam is, or the next test that they have, or this new assignment that they're breaking their heart over. It's very hard to predict people. It's very hard to get time out of people. It's very hard. It's even harder to get energy out of people. People don't respond back to you in university. Again, I've never had any friends in university, but I tried to get one, and I'm telling you, it just works. I'm telling you the truth. Like, I don't even need to tell you. Again, I say this in every video. The message that I'm trying to say, I don't need to be the one to tell you. It's kind of just out there, but people are starting to forget. You know, so if you have friends in university, good. That's great. You found your people, but I highly recommend you to take a second glance at these people and tell me if you really want to be around them. Like, are these people really who you want to be around for the rest of your life? These people that just buy apartments in a fucking $1,000 a month to live at a school that they barely attend. They don't get their notes. They have horrible grades, and they just go there to fuck around at parties and get drunk and blasted and hammered, whatever it is. Just anything but school is what is the reason that they're there. And their parents don't know about it. Their family don't know about it. They're just there for no reason. So you tell me, do you really want to be around these type of people? Are these the people that you are so passionate and so confident in that you're going to make it out the trenches with? Because I doubt it, bro. But yeah, overall, I've never had a good experience with anybody at university. I don't even know my professors' names. I don't know the people in my class. I don't know my lab tutorial name. I don't even know the course numbers or the names. That's how little I give a fuck about school. It's like, I know I'm not trying to make it sound like a flex, obviously, but it's gotten to a point where, I just have to, I can't choose how I see how I can't choose how I see the world. I just see it now. I just see the world as it is. And that's my take on university or school after high school, post grad. You know, it's just it's a shit show. And everything feels fraudulent. Everything feels like it just feels synthetic. No real relationships, no real like actual bonds. It's just like monetary, very temporary, very very just like it's by a hook. It's like, once you let go, it's gone. Anyways, that's my Yeah, whatever. Thanks for watching, bro.